back to Miss Molly Makes. It is 6:30 p.m. That's Molly time. Let's get in the kitchen. Let's get cooking. Today we are making some oysters Kilpatrick because our beautiful viewer redeemed Molly dollars to choose oysters. And we are going to make some oysters Kilpatrick. And as I was typing up this recipe, it kind of all the memories are flooding back because this is a recipe that my dad would always make. It was the only way that I would probably eat oysters if I went out. Like, I'm not a huge fan of oysters. I love seafood. So I went to buy some oysters and then I couldn't walk past these huge scallops and huge prawns. So we're going to be cooking up some garlic prawns and garlic scallops a little bit later as well. So I've got some bacon, some oysters. We're also going to be doing some naked sausages, which are just like a home version of sausage, just without the casing. It does sound a little bit funny, but it is pretty delicious. But before we go into that, let's go back to the last time. I'm going to show you what we made. We got cooking. All right. So we did some sweet potato gnocchi. This is our lunchbox version. We did some, what am I reading? Chocolate chip granola bars. Just a healthier version rather than, adding all of this dried fruit and things like that. I just wanted something simple, and I am not a huge fan of dried fruit in the first place, which is good. We added rolled oats as well as Rice Krispies, or what are they called? Rice bubbles, or whatever you have. These are our little gnocchis. They look like little nuggets. But they were little pillows of heaven. Rather than doing a traditional gnocchi, we used sweet potato instead. And then we cooked it in a really delicious spinach, cherry tomato, garlic sauce, like a buttery sauce. Really simple, and it was really vibrant in color. So I was really happy with how it looked and also how it tasted. And then we just had some spare time. The stream was quite short, so then I just showed you how I would pack it up for like a work lunch for myself, and Exceed kind of gets it all in different containers. But the gnocchi itself was so good. And I like to pan fry it, so once it's boiled, sometimes I find that gnocchi, because of the starch content, can go a little bit like slimy. So I like to put it into a nice hot fry pan with some oil and then pan fry it on each side. And then it's got really soft interior, and then it's crunchy on the outside, and it makes it 100% better, in my opinion. We received 3 subs, so we ate a warhead, some follows, hosts, and bids.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Nazy, thank you for that sub. How you doing? Thank you for that host. How's everyone in chat? So Nazy, as a subscriber, thank you so much for the support. As a sub, you receive over 330 recipes, and there is a ton of gluten-free recipes in there because I know you're gluten intolerant. Also, you get some Molly dollars, so Exceed's going to give you 500 Molly dollars as a tier 1, so very much appreciated. And last but not least, you get a pin in Mollytopia. This is subs around the world, so we'll get you a pin. Let me get my pin out of my pantry. Recipes! Yeah! Alright, Nazy, you're in Queensland, right? Born free. How you doing, Pirate King? Alright, so just because it's you, and I have to give you a purple pin, of course. Cute! You're in Queensland? Brisbane? Is that right? There isn't a whole lot of room, but I can fit you in just away for some. What, Chester? Okay, I'm gonna push you in here because I like everyone to know where they are in Mollytopia, so I kind of pick random colors for everybody. But because I know you're obsessed with pink, purple, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll push you in here, pointing towards Brisbane, because then you know one that's purple. It's pointing there into Brizzy. There you go. There is your pin. You always know where you reside in Mollytopia. And yes. Beautiful. That's so Australian. What do you mean? Parroting. How is everybody? Now we have chat up. Andy, thank you for that host. How you doing, Andy? Who else is in chat? Exceed is always in chat. Alright, so I'm going to show you some seafood. Who in chat likes seafood? Because I'm a huge fan, and as my partner Exceed doesn't eat seafood, I barely, like, in the past I haven't eaten it. I haven't really bought it because it would just be for me, but then I was like, damn, I like seafood. I'm going to cook it more often, even if he has to have something else. So, if someone says they're in the middle of whoop whoop, where would you put them? I'll show you. So, someone told me that they didn't want to give me their location, so I just put them up here. Now they're at the top. And then this one here is, because when gifted subs first came out, I don't know if you have to type in a name. I haven't ever gifted a sub. I'm gonna take off. Have a great stream. Thank you, Nazy. Thank you so much for that host. Yeah, I never gifted a sub, but someone gifted not to exceed. They were supposed to gift to exceed, so he could be like a sub of his own channel. And then it turned out that they put exceeded. So exceeded was subbed, and we don't even know who that person is. So we don't know where they are. So we just put them right at the top. And then MSC MSC. We'll just say that because it's such a tongue twister. They didn't want to give me their location, so I just put them at the top. Wild Easy. If someone said they're whoop whoop, yeah. I feel for you, Exceed. Why? Primus, why do you feel for him? He's on a... Look at these oysters. So I went and got these fresh. So they have just come from the freshmonger. I'm here. Sorry we have guests. No problem, Pod. How you doing? I didn't want to pressure you. So when I went to get these, I had to get some more seafood. So look how big these prawns are. This is my... Look how big in comparison to my hand. This guy is huge. So I don't remember the last time I had scallops, so I have to eat something. She said you hated seafood. Oh, yeah. You feel for him because that he hates seafood? See, majority of the time I'm happy because it means that I get to eat more seafood. Like, I get to eat the more portion. So I've stopped caring that he doesn't like it, and I just cook it for myself now. Oh, I do apologize. It is... Can we get the weather in chat? Today it's been like 42 degrees, and I'm dying, and I have had a headache. So I've been like laying down for the last hour, and so I'm just trying to get rid of it. So I've got like a really ice cold drink, and it's just my left eye. So it's 32 now. Oh, whatever. It's way hotter than that. Yeah, so we got up to 42 degrees today. It was super hot and like sweaty. So last night we got our spare mattress and we pulled it into our living room and we slept on the floor on the mattress, and the dogs were trying to get up in the bed. We had to like push them on and sit on their sleep on their bed, but it was bad. It was so hot. And I don't do well in the heat. I'd rather it be cold and, you know, wear extra layers, especially in the kitchen, because Exceed's sitting right under the aircon and it's perfect for him, whereas it doesn't really come into the kitchen. And usually we have using the stove, and the menu has said, if you look your top this way, the cupcakes, we may not be making them tonight. We'll see how we go. We might get bogged down in this, just because I don't really want to turn the oven on because it's a little bit hot, but we'll see. Sensei, I hate the heat as well. It's just like, ugh. I just had to get changed. Like, I've been cleaning the house, and then I had to, the dogs were really hot and sweaty. Or they were really hot and fluffy and whatever. So and then I washed both of them, and then I got wet. So I changed my clothes, and then I had to lay down, and then I had to change my clothes to a stream. And it's just gross. You just feel sweaty and bleh. Well, we are all here now. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna make oysters Kilpatrick first. What state? We are in Melbourne, Victoria. So bottom. It's really weird that. So Wild Easy, where are you in the world? If you're 29. yeah, I don't know. The Melbourne weather's been really up and down. Some days it's like really cool, and I like the cool, and rainy and stuff like that. You're in Queensland, 29 and really humid. All right, so Exceed, if we can change the recipe to the oysters, please. What sort of oysters are they? I don't know. I didn't really ask. I was in a hurry. They're Australian oysters. That's all I know. So, Oysters Kilpatrick is something that my dad is a huge fan of, and Pacifics, I think, okay. We always had seafood around our house. You know, my granddad would dive for crayfish or lobster, and I was always, we had Christmas time was full of prawns and seafood, but oysters was one thing that my family don't eat a lot of. My dad loves, and my dad would always, this was his preferred recipe. And what Oysters Kilpatrick is using bacon, so sliced up thin bacon, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, horseradish, lime in there, and some hot sauce as well. So it is quite American when it comes to like the bacon and the sauces and things like that. And you put it under the griller and like broil it. They'll grill it. So it's probably my preferred way if I was going to. I'm not a huge fan of the consistency. I always used to think they look like kind of like snot, kind of, ugh. But yeah, I do like this recipe, and I like bacon. What about you guys? Who likes seafood? It sucks because of the heat. Hottest state besides North Territory. If we had Melbourne weather, it would be perfect state. Yeah, I get that. But what if you guys were 29? We were 42 today. You don't want our heat. Been good so far. Oh god, it's so hot. Okay, so first things first, we've got oysters. We've got our oysters, we've got bacon. So my preferred bacon is middle bacon that's rindless, just because it has a lot of flavor. This here, when you get the more expensive bacon, is usually this section here, but it tends to get really dry and not have a lot of flavor. So I like the middle rasher. So usually what I do is just no way! God, right out of that, 5,000 bits. Thank you so much. You are now our top cheerer. Thank you very much. Damn. That wasn't taken away from you for that long, was it? Joe Fry came in last night, and as he was leaving, Bond. Hold it, Bond. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go down here. So, shakes head. No, cries a tear. Oh, you didn't realise that it was taken away from me? Yeah, J. Fred took it last night. Okay. So that is our bacon. It's a nice thin strips or whatever you like. You just want enough, you want them small enough, so maybe they're a little bit thick. Is when you put them on there, it kind of, it's chunky. Well, it didn't take it for long. Oh, it's always funny when you find things. Oh, let me just reset this. Oh, I did press it. So I put these in these are our chocolate chip cookie muesli bars the other day. I put them back in the oven yesterday to kind of go crunchy, and then I forgot about them. Oops. Alright, I'm just turning my grill on. I've never actually used the grill in this oven, so we're gonna learn together, guys. So I think it's that. So I think people call it a griller or a broiler as well. Okay. So what else do we want? We do want some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I had a fancy one, but I used it all. I was a bit sad, and I went to get it again, and they didn't have any in stock, so I just got this plain Jane one. Bacon, hot sauce. We'll get some hot sauce. Remember, guys, we have our hot wings challenge tomorrow. We're making some baby back ribs, some potato salad, and we're also finishing that off with some hot wings, of course. Then we're going to move into the dining room and eat the hot wings, and I'm going to cry. We're going to go up from our Scoville scale, so from like a medium heat all the way up to very, very spicy. So sriracha, I'm going to use just a plain sriracha today. Some tomato ketchup. Mother of Dragons, how you doing? Hot in the kitchen tonight. Yes. Oh, darling. I'll stop complaining in a minute, I promise. What am I getting from here? Horseradish. So, using some wasabi, okay? Because a lot of people don't know that, like, a lot of store-bought wasabi is actually horseradish. So, yay for insomnia! So I can watch Miss Molly. How you doing? Amethyst. So, Worcestershire sauce. Oh, let's bring this a bit closer. Oh, you can see Chester. He's just waiting for some food. He doesn't know, like Romeo at the moment, that you won't get food on stream. So, just thinks that by sitting here he's going to get something. Okay, so we've got oysters, horseradish, bacon, Worcestershire, hot sauce, ketchup. I'll get some lemon, and that's it. You could use lime or lemon, it's up to you, whatever you like. Yeah, we're doing some seafood today, guys. And then we're going to finish off with some naked sausages for Exceed. Get down. And then some lemon, okay? Wow, easy, thank you for that follow. How you doing? Okay, back down here. Let's get a little bowl. So usually, to be fancy, you could put these in like a bed of salt, so they like sit up nicely, and the salt actually helps keep them cool. If you don't have salt, you could use crushed ice. Or if you don't have that, you could just leave them in like a carry case like this, or you can just put them wherever. Creamer, yeah. Okie dokie. Alright, so we're gonna mix this bacon. We won't need all this bacon, so I'll leave some out. Maybe we can put them in our sausages. Okay, so bacon. Okay. Worcestershire sauce. So this is, the recipe calls for 12, but we're just going to do 6 because I'm the only one that's going to eat them. The boyfriend's whole fam packed up and went swimming yesterday. It was so bad in Tasmania. Even Tassie was hot. Oh. Yeah, it's like, well, it says it's 31, but it feels hotter. It got up to 42 today. And, oh God, we only have one air conditioner, so it's gross. Alright, Worcestershire, you want about 1/4 cup. There we go. Ketchup, 1/3 cup. Hot sauce, a little bit of this, not too much. You don't want it to overpower. I just was looking at the Walmart Australia looking through your recipes and I had to Google some things. Things are so expensive down there. Walmart Australia. We don't have Walmart in Australia. But if there is, so if you'd like, if there's some things that you don't know what the ingredients are, send me a list and then I'll include them and do like a glossary of what they're called. That will probably be helpful for a lot of viewers. Friend from Adelaide actually cancelled his stream because he said it was too hot to stay inside to stream. We got Costco. Yeah, I've never been to Costco Wild Easy. I've just moved from the west, or I say just, I moved in March from the west coast of Australia to Victoria where we are now. And I've never been to Costco. Perth doesn't have Costco, so I don't know what all this like fuss is about and if I should go and check it out. Lachlan, how you doing? What's happening? Okay, so in here, for our new viewers, we are doing oysters Kilpatrick. So we have oysters in here. Then we have bacon, Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup. We got some hot sauce, so I'm using sriracha today. I'm gonna cut this lemon in half. So you could just like make lemon wedges and put them in there and just have it like au natural. Well, that's a bit boring. We don't do boring here, do we?
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Lachlan, thank you for 2 months in a row. Very much appreciated, my friend. And it's so lovely every time you can pop in and see us. I know the time difference is pretty shitty and, you know, everyone's busy, so it is lovely to have you here. Thank you very much. How's your week been? It is Friday today, isn't it? It is Friday, yeah, because I had the day off today and I spent the day cleaning, trying to stay cool. We got a doggy door installed, so we have a new security door at the back with the doggy door. But it's been so hot that I can't get out there and teach the dogs how to come through the door. So they're both scared of it. But tomorrow, I think if it's cooler, we just get some treats and I'll sit out there and be like, come on, come on, come on, come on. But the problem is Romeo, I pulled it up and Romeo was walking through. So I like lowered it onto his back so we could get used to it. And then Chester was coming after him and it swung back and smacked Chester in the face. Bad parent alert. Yes, so I didn't do too good there. So hopefully I can just either get Chester to learn without Romeo around. I don't know how you train two of the dogs not to be able to come in, like to kind of go in and then wait for the other one and then go in themselves, because they're always going to get hit. It's just its wings. So I don't know what to do. Okay, in here we've got horseradish as well, just a little bit of spice. Whoop. You don't want that, just. There we go, that's it. Now what you do is get your little oysters. We're gonna get them in, how do we want to serve them? We serve them in that, but we'll probably get water out, salt water. Alrighty. So now, aim of the game is you want to get some bacon on there like that. I should have cut it up probably a little bit thinner. So thank you to Pod for this recipe, this idea. So Pod chose to redeem Molly Dollars to choose an ingredient, and his ingredient was oysters. So this weekend we have puppy school, puppy preschool day 2 with Chester. I'm actually loving it. I love seeing all the puppies, learning new things. I get home and get all my treats out and, you know, try and practice. It is a lot of fun. Our trainer is, like, she's very young and very pretty, and like she's very like straight down the line, and she's a little bit bossy, so which is great. You know, she's telling us what we're doing wrong and whatever. Oh god, and then I remember we've got another dog trainer coming for Romeo, just to kind of look at Mr. Romeo, because Romeo's been barking. Sorry to disappear suddenly, but our dinner is ready and my week's been semi-quiet. Hope you had a good week yourself. Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Lachlan. I was looking at L and Lilling at the same time. I don't know. It was just like Lachlan, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you for popping in and thank you so much for that resub. No one's picked it up yet? Whatever. Then we won't even need to. Okay, let's do some cleaning. So you that's why the salt is great, because it kind of makes them sit up. That is the oysters so far. And now we're going to put them in the griller. I don't know if that's the grill. I had the wrong one on this wrong the whole time. Man. I had the oven on instead of the grill. Alright. So you guys can look at that real quick. I just need to get some garlic for our seafood. I don't know if Romeo doesn't know how to get through the doggy door, so that's why he's sitting next to it, but he's actually laying down looking through the doggy door outside. So I don't know if it's because it's a window and he just wants to see outside, or he just wants to suddenly make the door open so we can go out. I don't know. It's too hot to care. Alright, Chester's back. Hello. Everyone seen little Chester? Little. You're not little anymore, are you? Very big. You're the world's biggest dog. My pleasure, and it's okay. We all make mistakes, so catch you next. See you, Lachlan. Alright. So I think we'll pop these in now. So we really just want to heat up the bacon at the top and get it nice crispy and crunchy at the top, and then you've got that nice cool oyster at the bottom. Okay, oysters in. Now let's do our prawns and the scallops. I'm going to move this bacon aside. So we're gonna make some garlic prawns and garlic scallops. So just a really simplest recipe ever. Just garlic butter. You're gonna add some cream in there as well. But the basis is a lot of garlic. See, but I better get a fan. Let's top and tail these. Gonna have to remember the scallop. Oh, God. Saying the wrong thing. I don't know, just the heat. Damn. So I would say about 5 to 6 garlic cloves. So what you want to do is just top and tail the garlic like this. Thank you. It's okay, Molly. Words are hard. Yes, they are. Thank you. Okay. So we're gonna crush the garlic. You can slice it if you've got good knife skills. I just like to crush up. Let me check this out. Oh, smells good. This just smell good. That's so much better. Thanks, Exceed. Exceed to the rescue. And in Australia, so definitely not. Alrighty. Oh, squeeze that like that. We'll go over here. Yeah, guys, can you tell me if tell me if the fan's too loud, because I'll turn it off if it's too loud for you guys. Oh, what, I pressed the wrong button? Here we go. Okay. Nice fry pan. What we want to do is just make sure it's nice and clean. Fan is fan, not too loud at all. Thank you. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of butter in there. Oh, look at my poor little butter. It's all melting. This is my butter container, and usually throughout the seasons it's good. But it's been a hot day. It's very melted. Okay. So you want it on a lowish heat so that we can saute the garlic. You don't want to burn the garlic right up. We don't ever want to really burn garlic. You can if you like a wasted recipe, in my opinion, but garlic turns bitter once it's overheated, and then once it's burned, it's yucky. So it's nice low heat. If you're worried, just go low and just cook it for a little bit longer. Alright, the rest of the garlic in there. Put some white wine in there as well. Would be really delicious. I'm going to get some parsley. That's my mint. Go here, get some parsley. But first, we get the oysters out. man, these look and smell delicious. Look at that. Nice and juicy. So it is fun if you don't like the flavor of, you know, the sea, you know, the salty kind of smell as well. The Worcestershire sauce in this recipe is perfect in kind of drowning that out, and it just makes it so much better. Hopefully we can get them to sit up nice and straight. There we go. This one, I'm going to sit up like that one. So that means I eat this one. Look at them. Alright, so what I'll do is the last little thing is get some lemon. Where did I put the lemon? Guys, where did I put my lemon? There it is. Bit of squeeze of lemon. For a little bit of parsley for here as well would be nice. There we go. Just add a little bit of greenery. Into your oysters. Pop them aside. J-Mood. Oh, how I wish I seemed as graceful in the kitchen as you do. What do you mean? I'm not very graceful in anything I do. Amethyst. Don't worry, there's definitely things that I'm not good at. Cooking is just one thing that I love, and you practice. The more you practice, the better that you become at things. You know, the same thing is for streaming. When, you know, I'm not great at all. Like, when it comes to streaming, you know, my words don't come out right and whatever, but you just go with it. You just roll with it, and you have a lot of fun, and you look graceful from here. Oh, exceed. But Molly Graceful, do you know how many baubles she broke? See? See, there's just always someone that just brings you down and grounds you. Yes, J-Mood, I broke 4 baubles. Shush. Okay, you shush. But yes, Amethyst, don't, like, I appreciate that beautiful comment. It was very kind. But don't compare yourself to me, because I know that there will be amazing things that you do yourself. And you know, being in the kitchen is, if you're interested in getting better, you just need to practice. It's just all, like, really, in reality, the things you can't see behind the scenes, things sometimes go to shit, but I just roll with it. Okay, so, hey Miss Melly, what are you cooking this time? Passiflora, how you doing? Exciting plans for the weekend. So we have puppy preschool tomorrow. We also have a dog trainer coming to just check out Romy because he's been barking. Then we're going on a date day. Well, Exceed's making me breakfast on Sunday, so I'm very excited for that. We're going to go for a date night, but then Exceed said, I'll make you breakfast instead, so I'm very excited. He told me what he's going to make because he wanted to make sure that I'd like it, but it's probably one of my favourite breakfast foods. So this is exactly why I fell in love with your stream. Aww. Okay, so Passiflora, we're doing Oysters Kilpatrick. So this is thanks to Podibond for choosing oysters. So what we've done is got fresh oysters in there. You can see, maybe they're a bit they're hiding. Here it is, the oyster in there. We've topped it with a mixture of bacon, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, some lemon juice as well, and then also some parsley on top. Okay, let's go, guys. So I'm just using a tiny little fork just to kind of release it. But if you're serving it to guests, I would recommend releasing it first, and then they can just swallow. Okay, let me just make sure. Drop my bacon. Oh.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Gaza, thank you for that host. Much appreciated. You're going on a pedicure date. That sounds so lovely. I tell Lixie that he should come and do that with me. We go on like massages together. I do like them. I'm very keen for a massage at the moment. I got a sore back. And I just need to eat this. Then we'll chat. Alright, ready? Oh, yum! I just spilled on my top. No, didn't go down my top, just on my top. Because, so much class and grace. So graceful. No, so I love massages. And I like going and get pampered. I agree. It's such a nice thing to do with your partner, isn't it, Passiflora? We've proven that graceful comment invalid, yes. I can be graceful sometimes. It's a fun thing to do as a couple for a hot date night. I usually get a black matte polish on my toes and he gets his feet cleaned up. Then we go back home, I usually plop my feet on his lap and he rubs them down with pure cocoa butter. So I smelled it like dark chocolate. That sounds lovely. And isn't it always nice? I'm not saying that there's like a little fly. I'm gonna get you, fly. I'm gonna get you. I'm not saying like this is a generalization, but some men have gross feet, and so do women. Like die. Sound like that character from Overwatch. So I've been so crazy, fly. Yeah, some men, like some people, let's just say people, because then I'm gonna get in trouble. Some people have really gross feet. So I think it's so nice when they go and, you know, get them chiseled down and, yeah. So Mum's church minister got engaged to another church minister. I finally get to know who weds the church ministers. Maybe spraying the bug poison around food isn't a good idea. I sprayed it this way, away from the food, but yes, I agree. You guys don't need to eat it. I'll just have food poisoning tomorrow. It's all good. But yes, damn delicious. And they look pretty good too. I really want another one, but they just look so pretty. Alright, well let's just go into the stove. We are worried about you, J Mood. What? You don't need to worry about me. I'm Gucci. Alright, so garlic, beautiful scented garlic. Put a little bit more butter in there. You can put some chicken stock as well if you like. I'm just going to check out my cream. Just checking if it's still good to use. So I often like to use a little tiny bit of paprika. Just going to give it a little bit of colour. makes it taste better. So in there at the moment we just have butter, garlic, paprika. I'm going to put some salt and some pepper. Good news guys, I get my new pepper grinder. So I told you that my pepper grinder broke and that these amazing ones, Cole & Mason, they have a lifetime warranty. So I emailed them, sent some photos of the issue, and I've got a new one coming in the mail. Okay, so straight from there we're going to pop our scallops in. I'm going to take the tails off. Whoa. Oh man, this smells so good. I've never eaten this big of seafood before. So it's always best to eat fresh seafood when you can. I know it's not always available, but fresh seafood tastes better. It also has less chance of like making you sick if you're eating it as fresh as possible. Scallops you only want to really cook for a few seconds on each side, because then it prevents them going rubbery. These are sushi grade, so you can just eat them raw as well. Yeah. Add a little bit of cream. And then add a little bit of parsley in there. And then last but not least, just a little bit of salt. And I turn the heat off, just some residual heat can finish off cooking. But especially the scallops, they'll be way overcooked if I keep cooking them. Oh, they've turned colour. Have you ever made tacos al pastor? King Ultralot, I have not. Never heard of it. Tell me about it. I love hearing about new recipes and new things. American ones. Extremely excited to replicate tonight's dishes. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm happy with that. Please post photos on Discord. I'm very interested to see who actually uses the recipes, because no one's tagged me in photos yet. So our big humongous, why did I say that? Humongous prawns. Leave the tail on as well, but nah. So our prawns there, scallops on top. Just gently place them like that. Look at this beautiful garlic butter cream sauce. And then you just want to mix. Oh, look at that. And that beautiful paprika has added such a nice color. You could serve this by itself, or also with some crusty bread, or even just some rice as well. The most exciting thing is I get to eat all of this by myself. How does one obtain said recipes? So, subs will receive all of the recipes that we make on the show. You just need to link your Twitch with your Discord, and then they will suddenly appear a magical file for recipes. And now, so they would take a while to upload because I'd manually have to upload one after the other. But because I'm marrying into a technological, incredible family, Exceed's dad has actually built me a program that as soon as I put some recipes into a document, so on like a Google Drive, they automatically replicate and go into Discord. Isn't that so cool? Saves me so many hours and so much time. Now I can focus on things that I actually love instead of monotonous like paperwork and, you know, crappy things around. Yeah, technologically advanced, yes. Technologically amazing. Look at this. Garlic prawns and scallops. Finishing off with a little bit more parsley on top. And something that I love. I've been to restaurants and they do this. They either put it around the edge, or you could just put a bit of paprika around the edges. Just a bit of contrast color as well. Amazing. 45 minutes, 2 meals done. Ripping through tonight's show. Oh, I know, it's just so hot. Okay, let's eat. Oh, I better take photos. Then I can rip into it properly. It always looks better the first time I make it. I just walked into the living room and it was like I had interrupted Romeo's sleep. He looked at me with devil eyes. Oh wow, these look beautiful. Wish you guys just could smell what this food tastes like right now. Or it smells like and tastes like. I wish you could smell what it smells like. You know what I mean. Just 2 photos. 2 photos. Scully! How you doing? So, Scully, you changed your name, but you didn't tell me why. Why did you change your name? So let's put this on another little plate. A new bed yesterday. Best investment ever. I wish I knew ensembles were comfy. Really? So we have an issue with our bed. We have a king size bed and it's amazing, but the base is like breaks all the time. So I was thinking the other day if we should buy an ensemble and just get rid of it, or if we just should fix the base. Because I love, unless you mispronounce it this way, the way you said it right, but I changed it to make it easier. Ah, okay. German Shepherd has claimed the bottom corner. Oh. Alright, so you guys can see with scallops and prawn. They look so small when you just look at them by themselves. Alright. Oh, so good. Mmm. Oh, wow. So good. I overcooked them a tiny bit, like for what I like. I like them really undercooked, but it's a bit hard doing this with. I wouldn't say they're overcooked, but they're just more than I like. Oh, yum. This sauce is so good. I would definitely have this. It needs to be mopped up with something. So if you didn't have bread, I would say some rice, some white rice. And the paprika, I think, just makes it on a whole new level. It's weird to say, like a spice like that will do something, but it just adds more kind of, I don't know. Paprika just does something, just makes it like a whole more mouthfeel, and just so good. Okay, I already took a photo, right? Lightly toasted Turkish. I'm very good with tongue twisters. Hey guys, Starters, how you doing? Makes it earthly and robust. Alright. Oh. Your fave? You the prawns, the oysters, or the scallops? Mama? Mother of dragons. Mother of dragons. So, when you went camping, where did you go? It was in Tassie, right? Thank you so much for the oyster redemption. No problem, Poe. Thank you for suggesting oysters. Someone likes his or her squeaky. Yeah, that's Chester. Chester decided he'd do that this morning while I was sleeping. And I don't know, they aren't often allowed squeaky toys. I buy it for them and then they eat the squeaker, so it's not a huge issue. Whereas this is one of those plastic like bone things. So it's not like a soft teddy where they can eat the teddy until they get to the squeaker. Scarmander in the East Coast. Would you recommend it? Because Exceed and I are coming to Tasmania in May. I think it's May. So we're thinking of doing trekking. We're going to go. What is the trail called, Exceed? Maybe some more. Maybe some more. Maybe a prawn. We'll leave the scallops for last. Now they're fighting. Are you talking about the overland track? Yes. So we're gonna trek the overland track, I think. But I'd like to do some camping. But I suppose they're in opposite directions, right? Okay. Now we've ruined all my pre-presentation. It was worth it. Okay. Alright, let's do some naked sausages. Does anyone know what a naked sausage is? It's very raunchy. Trying to get some more energy in me because it's just, I feel like just the today. Go to Coles Bay and do the Wine Glass Bay walk. Beautiful. I love that. I love it when people say they plan to go trekking because I start a funny song like Star Trekking. The dogs. I feel like they've got worse since we've got two of them when we stream. Romeo barks more, and then they What are you two doing? So you can see, I think it's a little bit more obvious now, the size difference. Come here. Chester's a lot bigger than Romeo. Not a lot bigger, but he's bigger than Romeo now. Come here. Sit. Alright, do you guys want to see his new trick? Sit. Drop. Drop. No. Chester, sit. Drop. No, you didn't do it this time. Because everyone's watching. This is what happens when I try to show the scene. Sit. Why aren't you doing it? You do it with treats. Why is bacon any different? Chester, you can't show me up like this. Here, sit. Oh, go drop. Oh, you nearly did it. Sit. Oh, Chester. Good boy! Look at room. Alright, you're gonna actually do it the first time. You ready? Sit. Drop. Oh, you just drop. That. Sit. Drop. Good boy. Kind of. What are you doing cooking? Hey Apple, we are doing some seafood. Oysters and sausage. Yeah, so we've done some oyster Kilpatrick. So, just playing with the dogs. Some oysters Kilpatrick, so they are oysters with topped with bacon, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, some ketchup, some wasabi, or horseradish, and these are our prawns and scallops in our garlic butter sauce. So good. And now we're gonna do a naked sausage. Star trekking across the universe, only going forward because we can find reverse. Can't find reverse though. No more. We'll have some more later. Okay, naked sausage. What it includes, we're making lamb right now. We're gonna do a lamb sausage. We're gonna add some pistachios, some mint, parsley, onion, cumin, Greek yogurt, and lemon juice. Romeo's just being a bit of a dick right now. Victor, you're annoying me. Go away. Alright, let me just get these pistachios. So you can either have ones like that. Pistachios can come in the shell. Like that. They are fun for about 2 seconds. Because then you realise if the more you want to eat, the more you have to open. So they are more flavourful when they've just come out of the shell. In comparison to these ones. These ones have been cleaned. But pistachios are great for making ice cream, having with like in salads. Whoop. Okay. What we're gonna do, move some stuff around. No oysters and in sausages. That would be weird. There we go. Okay, so first we want about 35 grams of pistachios, and we want to chop them up. Oh, I think we should toast them first. What do you think? Oh, wrong ones. Oh man, Molly, not concentrating. I don't know how much 35 grams is. How much is that? That'll do. Gaming Orchard, how you doing? So the reason we're going to toast the pistachios is to make them really fragrant and the natural oils be released. That will help them go crunchier, but it'll also make them more flavorful as well. When you think about them, they have been, these ones here that have been shelled for a while and been in a packet. They've been, surrounded by air. After a while, that air is kind of sucking out all of the flavor. With anything, when something smells good, after a while, once it's reacting with the oxygen, it's going to break down and be less flavorful. So what you're doing is by heating it, getting those, reinvigorating all those natural oils. You're gonna make it 100% better. How you doing, Game Orchard? Okay, I'm gonna get some mint. This mint's a bit funky. We're gonna have to go get mint on that. Alright, I'm just gonna get some more mint. I'm gonna get an onion after I finish this. Turn that heat off. I'll be a few minutes. So here comes the test. So I've just let the dogs outside, locked them out there, and now they have to, if they want to come inside, they have to come through the doggy door. So we've got some fresh mint from my garden. I also got an onion. Pirate King, pistachios are underrated. I totally agree. Are you a fan of pistachio ice cream? So, just let them pistachios cool down a little bit. We've got our parsley here, we'll take that away. Parsley and mint. So the mint has just come, you just need to remove it from the stalks. What? What do you mean, Pod? Yep, and it's really good. I do like it. I was looking at a recipe for making ice cream sandwiches, and they used like baklava, homemade baklava, and made that as a base. So did puff pastry and nuts, and then more puff pastry. Then they did pistachio ice cream in the block, and then more layers of the like homemade baklava, and that was the ice cream sandwich, and it looked amazing. Oh, I thought you said Pod. No, no, sorry. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yeah, it does. Okay, so mint here. You just want the, remove all of the harsh stalks. Get your knife and just, so the reason for the naked sausages is that not, it's not really common to have a sausage maker in your house. So this is a way of just having that, it's like a kofta, right? Just having kind of style of sausages, but having the beautiful flavor of, and ability to make it at home. V3, is it Vector? Welcome to Miss Molly Mix. Thank you for that follow. Okay, so pistachios here have been toasted. What we're gonna do is we're gonna chop them into like a crumbs kind of thing. And if you didn't want to chop them, you could just put them in the food processor. That would work as well. And this is so true as well for the food processor. If you didn't want to buy some ground lamb, like ground lamb mince, just get lamb chops. Not chops, don't buy chops, don't put the chops in there. How you doing, Daz? Get like some lamb shoulder or lamb type of any meat or whatever. And then just put that in your food processor and blitz it, and it'll make your own lamb mince. It's the same with beef as well. Just get the steak, blitz it up. Okay. Pistachio is also great in dukkha. I love dukkha. All different spices and nuts, seeds, and then you dip your bread in it. So you want this in like a coarse crumb. So I'm suddenly very peckish. Did you bring snacks? Everybody's gotta bring snacks. I think that should be our remote idea. Just got snacks. Alright, I like our countdown sign. It should be like, everybody who has their snacks. Go raid the fridge, pantry, and the freezer. Alright, Link, tell us what you find. Okay, there we go. Pistachios. In here. So recipe calls for 1 kilo. I'm just going to use 500 grams because it's just Seed and I. Whoop. So lamb mince. We're also going to get chop up an onion, half an onion. The molly munchies, yeah. Good thing with earlier stream you can have dinner while I watch. Ah, nice. It's also good for us. I don't think it's healthy for Exceed and I to be eating dinner at like 11 o'clock at night and then going to bed and then waking up at 5. So it is nice to be able to finish the stream. Even though like, because we start earlier, I like to go longer. You know, we'll have some days where the stream won't go for that long, then we'll have bigger streams. So, I don't know. Nice and fine. Let's shove that little guy up there. Onion. So this would be perfect to serve with a salad, like a side salad, or what else could you serve it with? By itself. We're going to make like a Greek yogurt dip to go with it. There we go, I'm just getting a little bit more parsley. I just know nothing in my kitchen could begin to compare with this yumminess. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a make with Molly segment. We're not sure how often we do it or when we're going to do it. We're going to start. But what we're going to do is we're going to release a recipe or like maybe a group of recipes for a whole stream, maybe 3 recipes. And we'll release that maybe a week before. Then everyone gets the opportunity to go out and buy the ingredients, whatever they have, whatever they need. And then we'll cook it together live on stream. I know it's a little bit hard with the time difference. We might be able to find a time that suits everyone. And we can cook along together and we have the opportunity for you guys to jump into voice chat as well and say, you know, any issues you're having or the way you like it, the way it tastes. So we can cook along together and make some of the recipes. Because you guys say, oh, you know, I want to taste this, or I wonder what that's like. We can make it together. What do you guys think about that? Okay. I'm just going to put half of this parsley and mint in. Like that. We've got the onion, the meat, parsley and mint, pistachios, some cumin. Love that idea. That sounds good. Sensei, you're in? Oh, nice. That's exciting then, guys. It makes me happy. Okay, and then we also need some more lemon juice. We'll get some salt and some pepper. Could schedule around it so I could be there. Oh, cool. That makes me smile. So a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. There we go. All right, we'll put this rest of this stuff aside. Wipe this bench down. And this, make sure you now have nice washed hands. This is where the magic happens. You can add some breadcrumbs to this as well if you wanted to. I don't think you really need to. It's not like it's a patty, you're doing more of a sausage, so it will probably keep it shaped better. The key to making a patty and a sausage that I find, you know, and people would say different things, so my thing is that the more you massage the meat together, the more the proteins are activated so that it will keep its shape better. Then you won't need an egg. So you kind of massage it and it will come together and stay together. Look at this. Dots of pistachios, mint, parsley in there, onion. So, an idea for the first make with Molly. Does anyone have any recipes or things that they'd like, they have never made before, they'd like to make together? You guys have any ideas? Now we'll get a little tray. So you could, I suppose you could bake these if you wanted to. We're not going to, we're going to fry them, but. So what I would do is just get a size, probably about the size of your palm. And then what you want to do is just roll it out like that. About the size, a bit bigger than your thumb, twice the bigger. Let's go twice as big as your thumb. And the more you massage it and get it in there, make it into a nice ball first, like that, and then massage it out. I wouldn't even know, well, what do you like to eat? Speaking of like things of, you know, what I like to eat, it is Australia Day next Friday. So this time next week, we're doing an Australia Day stream, and we're gonna make some of Exceed my favorite foods. Some vanilla slice with passion fruit icing. We're also going to be making some roast lamb because lamb is very Australian, and there's every year you get this same ad that's made, and it's about eating lamb. Sam Kekovich gets on the TV and makes some ads. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Inside. Boy. Yes. I held the dog door up and they came back in. Getting there. Wash my hands. So yeah, lamb is what would you say our national meat? So we're gonna make some lamb. First lamb. So I've got a lamb leg. We're also going to be making, what else did I say? Some sausage rolls, and we're gonna make some Tim Tam and Milo things out of the Down Under box that you guys can get your hands on. Some Tim Tam and Milo cheesecake balls. I'm weird and rabbitish and lazy, so I stick with mostly salads and simpler dishes. Plus Western Pennsylvania, where I'm from, has a lot of German and Polish heritage. So a lot of that I'm familiar with and akin to. So my favorite breakfast is just sausage gravy over biscuits. Wow, that's you have that for breakfast? That's so interesting. So your biscuits are something like very similar to a scone. That's what I would say that they're very similar. And that we serve your biscuits, the US, biscuits, we would have with jam and cream. Like we'd have it like a sweet version. Your version is much flakier and it's different, but that's something, a biscuit. We call biscuits like cookies. So it is very cool how, around the world the food is different. Same names but mean completely different things. It's the one thing I love, the one thing, but it's more like bread or muffin, yeah. I love about travel, you learn so much about different cultures and cuisine. I love to do just like food tours when I travel. Because if we've been on a food tour, what do? We went to a brewery once, and we do that, like I like to go to breweries because Exceed likes them, but wine tours, we always when we're traveling, we go to the local farmers markets and check out their local produce. There we go, there's our naked sausages. Pull this one out a little bit more. But it's spiced sausage gravy, and you just pour over our biscuits, all broken up, and it's considered a breakfast brunch. Wow. Sounds interesting. Eat them with jam and jellies, okay? Ah. Okay. Alright, wash my hands. I've never seen anyone hand roll. That's why they're called naked sausages. Because you don't have to have a sausage casing. Hello, Abuse. Welcome to Miss Molly Max. How you doing? Alright, stove. Let's go over here. I've got both of the dogs staring up at me. I think this pan is big enough. Let's get a bigger one. Okay. Just because I've got this here, the butter, it's quite melted, so we'll put that in there. And I'm a huge fan of deglazing the pan with some stock or water when you're cooking sausages, just so that they cook inside as well. I just find every time, probably because I'm an impatient person, I don't do them at low enough heat, but the sausages take ages to cook, and I cut them open, so usually it's good when you deglaze the pan, it kind of oils them a little bit as well, but it's all up to you guys what you want to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this, and you can see when it starts to bubble, that the pan's hot enough. I'm going to mix some olive oil in there as well, just to bring up the cooking, the smoke point of the cooking liquid oil. Butter, because of the what am I thinking? Butter has dairy solids in there, milk solids. So the milk solids burn at a certain temperature, and then it creates the whole butter to burn. Whereas if you can melt your butter and remove those milk solids, it's called ghee, and clarified butter, and that also helps bring up your temperature so that you can cook in the butter with a beautiful flavour to a higher temperature without it burning. So our little sausages in here. The way that this pan is, it kind of comes up in the middle, so all the oil runs around the edges. So that means just rotate them a little bit every now and then. Take that away. So do you want to put the other recipe up, the last one please, just so I can see it? The casing is kind of gross anyway. Yeah, so Triad will be going on a barbecue tour and going to visit a few distilleries as well in May. Ah, very cool. Which area are you going to? So originally, well, if you find good butchers that make good sausages, the casing will be usually from like a pig intestine or an intestine. It could be, usually it's pork. But these days, the cheaper sausages are made from synthetic casings, and you can have a reaction to the casings. Georgia, Tennessee, and a few other states. Oh, that sounds so lovely. Very cool. I loved Tennessee when I was there. It was just the beautiful time of the year. I went to the Jack Daniels factory and checked that out. And just the people are really lovely, especially in Georgia. And I just think, that whole area in the south, they're just so lovely. Oh, that's a generalization because you find lovely people anywhere. But I just love the accent, and it's a beautiful country. Okay. Do you want to be gentle when you're rolling these? Just because they are delicate little flowers. Naked little sausages. How many's in there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sausages. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. One nice thing about where I live is there's plenty of butcher shops. Ah, that's good. And do you find the prices are good as well, Amethyst? boyfriend watching your stream is like homework. Because I'm so worried about the cultural difference when I get down there and the cooking for him. Aww. That's so lovely. Well, if there's anything that we can help you with. And please tell me if there's anything you don't understand, ingredients or whatnot. You know, I do try and, with my recipes specifically, try to put them in Celsius and Fahrenheit. But yeah, let me know if there's something that I'm not doing and I can endeavour to work out, ways to help you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to get some ingredients out for the next recipe. We're going to lemon and yogurt cupcakes with our beetroot icing. I'm just going to get some beetroot, milk, butter is there. Baking flour, baking powder. Brown rice flour. I've never cooked with rice flour, I don't think. Baking soda, lemon juice, egg. Cool. Right, these bagies are ready to rock and roll. Get a nice I'm going to turn these off the heat real quick. End up with a chicken noodle soup from out of a package because I was lazy. Plus a wrap with Nutella and banana. Oh, that sounds good. So these are nice and brown. Contemplating going to make scrambled eggs, but hasn't the motivation to move. I love it. I always struggle with how to show things. Can you go back to the recipe, please, the other one? How to display these so they look pretty for you guys. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so we have our beautiful bowl plate. And what I would recommend doing, just because they've been frying in some oil, take them out like that and just get a little bit of paper towel. You want to taste the mint, the lamb. You don't want to taste the oil that it was cooking in. I just know these are going to be so good. Lamb and mint is just a match made in heaven. It is. And we're going to make a dipping sauce with some Greek yogurt, some more mint, make like a, what would you call it? Like a raita kind of thing. Not a cucumber, just. Hot. Look how juicy they are. So the pistachios. Look how studded that is with green pistachios, mint, parsley, juicy. Oh my goodness. Lamb meat, yeah. Talking about that. Apparently it's one of his favorite meats and I know nothing about it. So, lamb comes from a sheep. I would say it's one of our national meats. Yeah, it's probably our national meat. You know, it sets us apart. Australian lamb is renowned around the world. It's something that I grew up with a lot of lamb because we raised sheep, and it just has a lot of it. It has a flavor that is a little bit different to anything else. It's a little bit gamier, but beautiful. Now freeze it and send it to me in the States. It's so good. And it's, hey Google, tell me about lamb.
According to Wikipedia, lamb, hogget, and mutton are the meat of domestic sheep at different ages.
Hey Google, tell me about Australian lamb.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
It's been going wrong with Google for the last week or so. She's been playing up. We're not gonna do anything with this Greek yogurt because it's a bit bad. It was good last night, but now it smells. So yeah, that goes there. I've got some sour cream. We can use sour cream instead. I have more Greek yogurt coming tomorrow. So you want a nice fresh dipping sauce for this. Australian lamb, the most badass of all lamb. I didn't have to tell you guys, you know. Okay, so if we go back to the other recipe, please. So we're going to use some sour cream. J-Mood, I know J-Mood's in the chat and hates. Every time I think of sour cream, I think of J-Mood because she hates it. And she tells us how much she hates it. There we go, there we go. I was gonna say sour cream would be a good substitute, yeah. So this is, I love this brand because it's really thick. I love thick sour cream rather than that thin shit. Okay, so what you want to do in here is put some lemon juice. You want to put your leftover mint. You can put this in a blender as well, but if you've chopped it up fine enough, then it's no problem. And the good thing about lamb is it really goes well with Mediterranean dishes. So Greek, you know, a lot of mint, lemon works really well. You could also use olives, work really well with mint as well. Cream should not be sour, it isn't. If it is, it's in a bad container. There we go. It's not sour, but I know what you mean. Okay. Some more lemon. I'm gonna steal one from over here. Or is it you got a bad container? Oh, you mean the Greek yogurt? Braden, you talk about the Greek yogurt that I said was bad? Or the sour cream? The Greek yogurt is an older like container of Greek yogurt. I ordered some today, but I thought that it would be okay. I just needed more, but it turns out it was just old. So that's a bummer. Why are strawberries called strawberries if they aren't shaped like straw?
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
Novi! What? Thank you so much for that donation. Holy dooly. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. She just comes in, bam! Very much appreciated. How have you been? What's been happening? Oh, we've got 2 dogs that are just laying on the floor waiting for some lamb. Get another lemon. So guys, I'm gonna move the lemon cupcakes from today onto tomorrow's stream because we don't have Greek yogurt for it, and it's called yogurt cupcakes. So I apologize for that. I like to make an entrance. Very much appreciated. Lovely having you here, Novi. So we are making some... So, Exceeders just reminded me, that is towards our Uber Eats review and remake. So we're gonna do an Uber Eats stream once we reach our donation goal. It's going towards our groceries, so we just thought we'd do something fun with you guys. And what we're gonna do is we're going to give you guys like a menu probably, and you guys can look through and we'll order something from Uber Eats. We'll get it delivered on stream, and then we'll sit down, we'll eat it, and then we'll rate it. Chaos Leon, thank you so much for that follow. We're gonna order some Uber, we're gonna eat it, we're gonna nitpick it, and we're gonna rate it. And then we're gonna come in to the kitchen and we're gonna recreate it. So that's when we eat, that's when we reach our donation goal. Okay? The message was naked sausages, wrap them up in money so I don't get cold, so they don't get cold. Aww, that's so cute. Very cute and very much a lovely thought, Novi, thank you. No one likes naked. Naked's cold, especially in the US right now. And in Netherlands, Jezzy was sending us a video on Discord, if anyone's seen it, how stormy and windy it is at the moment. They had like shipping containers fall over. Oh, yum. Little bit of Greek yogurt, lemon juice, and mint parsley. And that's gonna be our dipping sauce for our naked sausages. I'm gonna wrap them up in sour cream. Very, very cold here. So can we get the temperature for us? It's been really hot in Melbourne, so I would gladly swap some weather with you guys. It's still, oh, nearly stepped on Chester. It still astounds me, you know, the time difference between us all. Move my little sausage stack to the side. This go down. Oh, I think that's a bit big, isn't it? You know, the time difference between us all, but also the weather is like the opposite. So when I'm complaining that it's cold, you guys complaining that it's hot, and vice versa. Wasn't it around 40 degrees? Yeah, yep. It was 40, the top today was 42 degrees Celsius. Those poor tennis players at the tourney were sweating bullets, yeah. Yep. So the Australian Cup is on the moment, for those that follow the tennis. I'm not a huge tennis fan. I would like to go though, just to check it out, because everyone talks about it here. And ridiculously hot. I am hot, and I was inside all day with my, like half of the day I had the air conditioner on, but then I was like, I'm wasting a lot of money here. I need to turn the air conditioner off. So then I was cleaning my house in the heat, but I couldn't imagine being those poor tennis people. Oh, like you'd have to pay me so much more to do that. Nakaruta! I need this hot wing challenge now. First person gaming. Hot wing challenge is tomorrow. Let me just fix the green screen. So we are making hot wings on stream together. We're going to be making some beef short ribs in the pressure cooker. We're also going to make some potato salad. This is, I call it the killer potato salad because it is killer. Like, it is legit amazing. It's got bacon, egg, potato, it's kind of zesty. I think there's two types of potato salad, zesty or creamy. I don't know what you guys like, but I like zesty. And so we're making potato salad, and then we're gonna move into the dining room. We're gonna have a whole setup in there, and we're gonna eat the hot wings, ranging from like mild to very, very spicy. And you guys are gonna laugh at how avulse I am, how much of this. I'm not very good with spicy things, and now I'm gonna be doing this. No butter. What do you mean? And Molly is gonna breathe fire. Yep. So the caster said it was something like 65 down in the courts. Wow. I don't know how they could function. That's terrible. I got into my car. Probably it was 40 degrees outside, and I got into my black car, and I was gonna write a post about this on social media, and just be like, you know, they say it's a good idea to get a black car because it looks nice and smooth and fancy, but it was 46 degrees inside of my car. No butter. Butter, 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 butter. You said. Did I say no butter? Did I? So Gaming Orchard and everybody, I can talk about this now. So this is something we are partnered with the Down Under Box. They are an amazing company that send Australian food around the world, and it is Australia Day on next Friday, so this time in a week. So you guys can get your hands on a Down Under box, because we're going to cook with some of these ingredients. I'm going to make something with Vegemite on Australia Day, and the most important thing is I'm going to make some cheesecake bowls with Tim Tams and Milo. So you want to be here for that. We're also these boxes, they're all different boxes around that can be shipped around the world, full of Aussie food. So Tim Tams are a chocolate covered chocolate biscuit with like a cream center. Vegemite is amazing. So we're gonna put some of these in our sausage rolls next week as well. It isn't that bad, it's delicious, I love it. I had some on toast this morning. Milo is like a malted chocolate milk drink. Eucalyptus. Oh, so Link, if you're sick, have the eucalyptus lollies because they'll help you with a sore throat or like nasal decongestion. Eucalyptus lollies are amazing. They are, if everyone sees the koalas and thinks they're so cute, the reason that they're cute is they're so whacked out on eucalyptus. Is a sedative, and eucalyptus is actually amazing because it's antibacterial. We use it as a cleaner, but it's also a sedative. So the koalas eat it, and it, you know, for food, but that's why they're so chilled out. It's like marijuana to a koala. Like they're just so chill because it's just, you know, so calming for them. So that's what eucalyptus is. Decongestion, antibacterial, it's a calming agent as well, and it's amazing. Vegemite is disgusting. Oh, so you need to have it in the right way. So I'm not a huge fan of having it really thick on toast. I just have a little bit, and it is one of those things that we grew up with Vegemite, so it's an acquired taste. But you only have a little bit, and then you go from there. I have an essential oil that I burned. Yeah, amethyst. It's really good. Koalas are my favorite animal since year 2. Wow. So when you come to Australia, you can see one. Are not cute. They are surprisingly vicious. J-mood they are. Yeah. That's when they're not on the eucalyptus, right? You take their trees away from them, then but yeah, they actually have really bad, sharp claws, and they can swat you. Just haven't tried them from the last box, no problem. So Link was, we do giveaways every now and then, and Link and Summer were the last people to receive one. Next time I visit my boyfriend in New Zealand, I need to go to Australia over a weekend. Yeah, that would be amazing, Novi. These here are caramello koalas. So they are a chocolate in the shape of a koala, and it's filled with caramel, like ooey gooey caramel. Anzac biscuits we've made on stream. So they're like an oatmeal cookie. We make them in honour of our war veterans. So Australian New Zealand Army Corps, that's what Anzac stands for. These are so good. We have these are called fantails, and you can find like a generic version called cobber, or they call them over here a mate. I didn't know that. So mate and cobber means the same thing, like it's a buddy. And what they are is they're like chewy caramels covered in chocolate. They're very, very tasty. The Anzac cookies are superb. Ooh, that's good. And then these are minties, like mint chewies as well. I've only had Tim Tams and Vegemite. So guys, we are going to be cooking with some of these foods on Friday next week. So this time next week, we're going to do our Shirley Day stream. So you have to be here. And if you wanted to, I think, Exceed, if you can bring up the link. If you wanted to get your hands on one of these, you can order them and use our discount code and get 10% off. And they arrive, very quickly. And you guys can have some delicious food. There we go. Exceed just put it in the link down below. And they also have cool wrappers, cool facts on the wrappers. They do, Jambu. If I can do that. Yes, do it. Okay, so these are our naked sausages with our mint dipping sauce. Look how cute they look. Whoop. And this is what they look like inside. So we have mint, pistachios, parsley, bit of onion in there as well, and so juicy. So the reason they're called naked sausages is because we've rolled them by hand rather than using a casing, and they're just so good. Remember in school when the teacher had a bag of Freddo frogs, they have them at their desk for prizes? Yeah. Yep. All right. So I know this has been a super, super quick stream. Wait, hold on. I haven't showed you everything. Look at these. Oysters Kilpatrick, thank you to Pode for the Miss Molly Dollar's redemption. And so he chose oysters. So these are fresh oysters with bacon, ketchup or tomato sauce, Worcestershire sauce, some chili in there as well, and we've put them under the griller. Heads up, thumbs down, yeah. And this here, because I couldn't go and get the oysters without getting anything else, I had to get some prawns and some scallops. So we just did them in a really simple garlic butter sauce with a little bit of cream. Paprika's given it that beautiful orange color. So just garlic, butter, cream, salt, pepper, paprika, and that's it. A bit of parsley in there. Okay. So next time on, guys, we are doing the Hot Wings Challenge tomorrow night. Make sure you guys are here. And if you've got your questions in, we're very excited. We're going to do a question and answer kind of interview type stream. So make sure you're here. We're going to be making some beef short ribs. We've got some potato salad, and then we're going to get onto the hot wings, and then we're going to baste them, and we're going to eat them live on stream. So if you want to come and see me die, I will be taking donations in the form of tears. I'll be giving away my tears, and I'll need some extra love tomorrow, guys, to get through this. Please send me milk. Please send me ice, bread even. But it's going to be fun. Sunday as well, we're going to have a super fun stream. The recipe that we didn't make tonight, I'm going to make tomorrow. My food order comes tomorrow afternoon, and we'll make either Saturday or Sunday, we'll make the Greek yogurt cupcakes, I promise. Okay? I look forward to the Tim Tams. Yeah. If you're lucky, your box will come with a red back. Oh, J-Mo, don't say that. Don't say that. Everything looks so yum. Can't wait to grab these recipes. Yes. So as usual, all the recipes go to our subs, and they will be updated in the next few days. We're gonna go over and send our love to who's streaming. Who should we? So 24K Brown Magic. Guys, if you want to stop around and jump over to 24K Brown Magic with us and say hello. He's playing some PUBG, I think, at the moment, but he's an amazing variety streamer. He usually plays games. He's an amazing musician, and he often does these variety nights as well on stream. So thank you everybody for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Please bring your milk and be prepared to laugh at my crazy face while I eat hot wings, alright? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
What's going on?
Hey. Nice avatar.
Thank you. I couldn't get the other one to work. Yo, Miss Molly Makes, thank you so much for the host. Ah, yeah.
I never actually watched Walking Dead.
What's up, my dude?
How you doing?